Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, a team ready to put on a show. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Linderbaum. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver shows motion. The give is to Smith. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Still running at the 40. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Offense lining up quickly.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on the wheels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And and the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this.
Oh, what a grab by the defense!
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Yeah, way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge. And just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's going to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Bring in the heat. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. They'll go with a direct snap. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They feed him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. The tag. And he'll take this one all the way home and into the end zone for a touchdown. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Now this offense is back on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they're forcing negative.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense...
Going to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And now this offense will take the field again.
42 Spider. 4-2 spot.
They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach speak.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Goes to the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Using the quick game. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete to the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
1st and 10.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Can't get him to the ground. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Open runway ahead. And no one is is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
And these offenses get in a rhythm. They're hard to stop. Already up early. You got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
The offense will take over. 1st and 10.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
3:25.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, going up top. He's going for it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. Puts him in the spin cycle. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
They're going to ride this running back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys in that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that
sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the...
He uncorks one deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is just getting blown off the field right now on that Smurf turf. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 17 to Appalachian State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He'll take it himself. Across the 45. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. Lean for the wire, touchdown.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the returner will be dragged down.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
See, they need more runs like that. It's just it's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Running behind that left side. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of running room. The 20. He's at the 10. And into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Direct snap. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The give and the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Power football with the run. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually
Afterburners coming. The 40. The 20. 10. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to boot it away.
Sets a kickoff.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure, lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That'll put a smile on the OC's face to get a little breathing room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Stopped after making the catch.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's caught inside the 25.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Looking for the score. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the hip.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running, so I can just put some kind of hit on it. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on first down. He's right on target. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Got his man quickly. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
On the set.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the ball's run through the tee, they are in for a show. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Volunteers offense takes the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves, this crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. He wants it all. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. First down to start the drive after the bridge. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll let it go down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion in the lead. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw, using his feet to buy time. He's got it on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And the Tigers will move the sticks.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
One of the areas that...
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
16, Tennessee, 0.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Quick time. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he makes the catch at the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He worked. and the defense is reeling.
And a lot of times the defense is focused in the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Snowed under by the defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Tony.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. You can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown, even if you don't get it.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
You get down here in the red zone, and you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that.
Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even... They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the left. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He'll fire to his right. Oh, picked off. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Dances away from the heat. Fires on the move. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great... It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Let's see what he can do with it. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Snap it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for and made. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a comeback this has been. They've just kept fighting and put themselves in position here, David.
This has been unbelievable, and once you get momentum going...
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really